Hey YouTube, this is Mr. Penguino, and we're back with more Asagao Academy. Satch, we're coming. Before I could answer, the door to the front of the room slid open and a tall woman strolled in. We were just at the scene. We just walked with John. Mai wanted to know if his hair was silky or not silky. Those are the two options. And we're in class now. Shh. Don't disrupt the class. Before I could answer, the door to the front of the room slid open and a tall woman strolled in. The class went quiet and obediently slid into their seats. My heart beat furiously, blood rushing through my ears. Class? Good morning, class. The teacher's melodious voice swam through the room, calming the buzzing high of students back from break. I wanted that to be like from the back of the room. I don't know. It's just ignoring me. My shoulders relaxed, my fears ebbed away. I'm just getting into the mindset of Hana, just getting into the right frame of reference. I am your teacher, Ms. Shizuka Wakahisa. Shizuka Wakahisa. Anyway, I've dwelled on this for far too long. You may call me Miss Shizuka. The emphasis was placed on the word. Will I be to believe calling her Mrs. was a mistake she wouldn't take lightly. Some of you might have noticed that we have a new student this semester. A hail of murmurs passed through the class. Some people glanced at me. Just restart the music for you, just in case you missed that smooth transition. Nope, there was the fear again. Would you like to come up and introduce yourself? I nodded, stood, and slowly walked to the front of the room, counting my steps to make sure I wouldn't fall. I faced the class, took a deep breath to introduce myself, and noticed a familiar face in the crowd. Oh, John. I was like, but you haven't met Shane and PBG yet. You don't know. You don't know. There was John sitting with two other boys wearing Normal Boots Club jackets. One of the boys, the tallest one, was staring at me, the barest of frowns on his face. Something about him seemed really familiar. Wait, he was PBG, wasn't he? The other founder of the Normal Boots Club? Suddenly all strength left my knees. What should I do? Why was he frowning? Was it possible that I'd already made a bad impression on him? You had to be kidding me. He didn't like me, if he didn't like me, what did that mean about everyone else? There we go, the emphasis on the wrong syllable. Wouldn't they follow his lead? Already, I have to be Normal Boots Club. I swallowed. The face of the class began to congeal, forming one giant blob. You moved from Amararisu, right? I nodded and swallowed again. Then, like a beacon of light, I noticed Mai smiling and giving me a thumbs up. Eee! That's right. What would Mai do in this situation?
Yes, I've just moved here. My name is Hana Mizuno. I transferred from Amararisu Public High School.
I practically said it correctly last time.
I'm really excited to be here. I hope you'll all take good care of me from now on.
I should have been mouthing those lines like I did with what's-her-name, with Mai. I bowed my head to the class and they clapped politely. When I looked up, PBG wasn't frowning, but he still seemed oddly confused. Maybe he always looked like that. Thank you, you may be seated. I returned to my seat, heaving a small sigh. The hardest part of the day was over. Shizuka began to talk about standard procedure for the semester, the rules for classes, when homework was due, and that sort of thing. It was all very similar to my old school, and I spaced out in spite of myself. A brief flicker of movement caught my eye. PBG again. I glanced at him and his head snapped back to the blackboard. What was his problem? Class continued on like that until finally the bell rang and it was time for lunch. It's the face she's making, it's the sound she's making, I swear. Mai stretched her arms over her head and yawned. Man, I hate the first day of class. It's always so boring. This is where Mai is right now. Were you looking forward to it this morning? Something about exciting things happening? Well, yeah, but it already did. You met Jontron, didn't you? I've got nothing to look forward to. I was hoping to meet Jared before class, too. She slouched and fell across the front of my desk. It seemed like this would be happening a lot. Is Jared really that hot? Mai's head snapped back up, her eyes flashing. What did you say? If you stare directly at him for too long, your nose will melt off. I've seen it happen. What? Anyway, let's head to lunch. That's not her. Anyways, let's head to lunch. I'm super hungry. Oh. I looked at my backpack. It held up throughout class, but I was worried that if I didn't take some of my stuff out now, I might do some permanent damage to it, especially with Sasha's book in there. Couldn't exactly afford a new backpack. I just need to put something in my locker first. But if we don't go now, they'll run out of sesame seed buns. Oh. That's okay, I'll just go on ahead. Come find me, okay? All right. I was so lucky to have someone like her as my roommate. Quick as I could, I went to my locker and shoved the book inside. As good a book as it was, I was infinitely happier that I had Mai around so I didn't have to read it. Without her, who knew what I would do with myself, especially with PBG staring at me like that. Maybe I could ask her what was up with him when I met her at the cafeteria. It might just be the way he was. Cheered, I headed for the cafeteria. Why is my nose always, whenever I read out loud? I carried my melon bread through the minefield of people, searching for a now familiar sight of Mai's red hair. Where is she? I couldn't see her anywhere, and there were almost no empty seats. All around me, students circled each other, laughing and joking, sharing bites of food and splitting the cost for sodas. Suddenly, I felt very obvious and very alone. Isn't there anywhere I can sit? Just then, I spotted a table at the front of the room. A lone boy sat at it, stabbing in his spaghetti with the vigor of a Roman general. He was having a hard time with it. I moved closer to him, working up the courage to ask to sit with him. Well, no wonder he was eating his spaghetti with a spoon. Wait a second. This guy was in my class, wasn't he? I saw him that morning at the front of the room. And he was wearing a jacket just like the normal Boots Club, but different. Just like it, but different. Just like it, but different. A golden gray jacket with an 8-bit block on the front. Was he a member of another club? Maybe he was friends with them. Hey, what?
Hana!
Hana! Oh, Mai. Mai appeared between me and the boy who glanced up at us before returning to his spaghetti. Thank goodness I found you. We have a taste. I saved a table for you in the back. Oh. I looked at the boy, then looked back at Mai. Come on. She grabbed my shoulder rather forcefully and pushed me to the back of the room. Hey, what's wrong?
Oh.
You are so lucky I got there when I did. That kid is Brutal Moose. His real name's Ian. He's from the Hidden Block Club. The Hidden Block Club? Yeah, the rival of Normal Boots Club. He's really weird. I mean, she looked around her to make sure no one was listening in, but we were completely alone in our little corner of the cafeteria. He speaks in Comic Sans. Whoa! Whoa! Comic Sans! What kind of voice fucking was that? At least I'm not gonna have a bad time. Yeah, it'd be better to stay away from him, especially since you've already gotten to know some of the Normal Boots guys. Why am I speaking in Hana's voice for Mai? Who knows? What are you talking about? I only just met John today. You're right. Yeah, right. I saw the way PBG was staring at you. He totally likes you. Is that what you thought it was? Either Mai was blind or she had a serious case of wishful thinking. Oh, totally! It was so cute, just like my favorite manga. You meet in high school, fall in love, and then go off and fight aliens together. I don't think that's gonna happen. Have some faith in yourself. That's totally what's happening. So now you're in good with PBG. Can you introduce me to Jared? Oh, was that what she was getting at? Was it possible that Mai only liked me because she thought I knew the Normal Boots guys? That couldn't be the case, though. She was so nice. Still, looking at her shining, eager face, I couldn't talk myself out of the idea. I actually thought PBG didn't like me.
What? Well,
Why would you think that?
Well,
He was glaring at me. Man, you just don't understand. It's a love triangle. A love triangle! Wait, a love triangle now? I can see it now. Stars practically erupted from her eyes. PBG, I can't. But Hana, I love you.
PBG.
My maidenhood. Where are you going with this? I slammed my fork onto the table. Mai looked pleased with herself. Okay, I'm just kidding. You're really cute when you blush. You almost match your hair. That's not fair at all. I beg to differ. Still, I searched my mind, eager to change the subject. That was an impressive scenario.
What?
What? No, it wasn't. I just made it up on the spot. Maya laughed nervously. Ugh. Oh, so that girl who was talking to me when we got separated. Maya told me the story of her past friendship with this girl, like they were eternal arch nemesis. Who was it? It was Mimi, right? It was Mimi. It was Mimi, right? Oh God, I need to meet up with some of the normal boots people so I can talk in a lower register again. Apparently they had some bad blood. I nodded, choosing to take that time to relax. Before I knew it, we were finished eating. We got up and tossed our trays together. As I headed towards the door, though, Maya hesitated. Hey, I forgot to ask you something back at the dorm. Oh, need help? No, I'm okay. I'm just gonna go get it. Wait. I forgot something. Where did I get the word ask from? That's not even in there. No, I'm totally okay. I'm just gonna go get it. I'll see you later though, right?
See you later.
Okay, see you in class. I waved, Maya sprinted off in the direction of the dorms. Alone again, I crossed my arms and headed to Poppy Hall. Large groups of 7 or 8 people were laying out in the sun, playing, catch, eating lunch on the lawn, or it doesn't matter. It looked like fun to have so many friends like that. I smiled. Maybe this new school really would be better than my last. What did I do? We're gonna save because I accidentally clicked the save button. Without students inside it, Poppy Hall looked a bit like an abandoned hospital. My footsteps echoed as I climbed the stairs to the 4th floor. With a sigh, I opened my locker and pulled out the book Satch gave me. It was a good thing I brought it after all. I stepped in the classroom and saw a flash of movement by the window. A boy sat by the windowsill, and he jerked up when I came in. He was silhouetted by the afternoon sunshine, so I couldn't quite tell who he was. I'm sorry, did I bother you? The boy stood and shook his head, then crossed to a desk to the opposite side of the room. As I passed, I was able to see him clearly. I really want to just go watch the Gerard playthrough on Super Weird Bros because they do this wonderful British thing for him. It's fantastic. Another Normal Boots jacket. This guy, he was Shane from the Normal Boots Club. How on earth did this keep happening to me? Shane sat down at his desk, fidgeted with his hands a little, and then turned to look at me. Yo, the new girl. I nodded. My name's Hana. It's nice to meet you. He nodded. Shane. Silence filled the space between us. Panic built up inside me. This was my chance to get in with the Normal Boots Club, and I was blowing it. Suddenly, she's fake British accent as well. I walked to my desk and sat down, setting the book on top of it. Shane looked at me, unsmiling. You're part of the Normal Boots Club? Yes, I am. Why? He spoke as if it were a challenge, almost glaring at me. I saw your jacket, so I trailed off. The jackets are really cool.
Okay.
Yes, they are. Silence again. He seemed skeptical, as if expecting me to crawl out of my skin and reveal myself to be a large amphibious reptile. I had to do something. Is that a lizard people? Is that a lizard people joke? I think so. I had to do something. Who knew when another chance like this would come? But Shane didn't seem friendly. In fact, he seemed downright suspicious. Surely he wasn't on to me already. Maybe it was better not to risk it. We're gonna talk to him. So you play games then? Shane looked over at me. I've always been interested in video games, but I didn't get to play them much growing up. They're really expensive, and my dad couldn't afford them. But I used to go over to my friend's house and play there. Shane didn't respond. Now what? I was out of stuff to say. What did you play?
What?
What? Oh, Mario Kart. We'd get into battle mode on the triple deck. He would drive around by himself on the top level, and I would try to booby trap the lowest level. There's a good spot next to the ramp. I'd wait there until my mom came racing down the ramp to find me, and smash her with a red shell. Shane's angry stare faded. He was smiling. Sort of. He made the whole room seem 10 shades brighter. Or maybe I was more relaxed? Your mom must have been mad. She was, but she always let me do it. Probably on purpose. Did your mom... Phew! Nearly avoided an awkward conversation there. Oh boy. A door slid open. Mimi and her friends, a couple of chattering girls, entered the classroom. They stopped and stared from me to Shane. It was clear that they thought they were interrupting something, even though we were sitting on opposite ends of the room. Sorry. No, it's fine. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy they caught me talking to the Shane of the Normal Boots Club. The girls went to their desks and sat down. What were you Shane was staring at me again, an odd, hurt look on his face. I immediately felt like I was caught doing something I wasn't supposed to. Did he know what I was trying to do? But I mean, it wasn't like I didn't want to talk to him. He was an interesting guy. It's not like I only talked to him because he was in normal boots. Just an icebreaker. It's literally the only thing you know about campus is that there's her arch nemesis Mimi, who just walked in, so she's obviously evil, and then there's Normal Boots Club. Literally the entire school. Well, that and the fact that, I mean, you're in a classroom, so maybe you might talk about classwork or something. But he turned, pulled out a notebook and some pens and scribbled away, thoroughly ignoring me. The air was stuffy. I tugged at the collar of my shirt, sweating. The girls kept looking at me over their shoulders as if they expected something. I smiled hesitantly at them. They smiled back, then started having a conversation amongst themselves. I inserted a word. I like it. I'm keeping it. The atmosphere was broken. I heaved a sigh of relief. What was up with these Normal Boots guys? John was really nice when I spoke with him, but PBG and Shane seemed to hate me. They were anything but normal. Wait, was Shane in my class? It was John, PBG, and I think it was Shane. I don't remember. So we easily could have talked about Shizuka. There was so many things to talk about. The homework for the day. I don't know. I waited for Mai to come to class, wanting desperately to tell her what happened. But when the bell rang and Miss Shizuka started teaching, Mai still hadn't come. Uh-oh, Mai. Playing hooky on the first day of class. That's trouble. That's troublesome girl right there. Class came and went, the bell rang, and I was alone. PBG stared at me for the entirety of the class period, his face growing more and more menacing by the minute. How his face wasn't stuck in a perma-frown, I would never know. Shane and John didn't bother talking to me as they left the classroom, and the other students paired up around me. Hey, Mimi, would you like to engage in casual is she like a robot or something? Hey, Mimi, would you like to engage in a casual discourse this evening? Yeah, of course. Oh, why are you talking like that? Why are you just talking like that? Is this gonna be Mimi's voice from now on? I don't remember what it was before, but this is so much easier to remember. I stuffed my book into my backpack and headed to the dorm. With a sigh, I unlocked the door to my dorm room. Dorm. As soon as I opened, I heard, Hana!
What?
Wait, what? Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me? Mai and I lay in a heap on the floor. I'm so glad you're back! She wrapped her arms around my head and nuzzled me. What are you doing? Come, look! She got me off my feet and helped me to my feet. Without Mai's face filling my vision, I saw that something had changed. Oh my goodness! The dorm room looked nothing like what it had before. The posters were fairly lit up. The posters and fairy lights were still up, but now the window had light pink curtains on it that cast a warm haze around the room. A brand new white carpet was on the floor. Pillows were piled high in the mountain on the top bunk of the bunk bed. Too many bunks. Too many bees. Bees! Even our chairs have been replaced with new cushy leather ones. What happened here? Sorry I didn't tell you, but I wanted to surprise you. I thought this would come in yesterday, but it was delayed by a day. I wanted to set it up as a big surprise. I'm still not done yet, though. She gestured to a small potted plants arranged in neat rows on her desk. 80 small potted plants. Want to help?
Yeah.
Do I ever? Who doesn't love arranging potted plants on someone else's desk? We finished setting the room up, switching a few objects here and there to better facilitate the feng shui, which Mai told me was excruciatingly important. She especially wanted to make sure our room was filled with reds and pinks and coupled items, though for what purpose I wasn't sure. We collapsed with heavy sighs on the floor, then heaved out great big yawns. I'm not even at the end of the day yet, and I'm so tired. Me too. Wait! She shot up suddenly with a jolt. We should get some ice cream!
Really?
Ice cream? Really?
Yeah!
Yeah! Something to celebrate being roommates! The ice cream here on campus is genuinely good, I promise.
Don't know.
I don't know. And I'm paying. Well, if that's the case, you made an offer I can't refuse. Sweet, let's go. Oh my god. Ice cream time. Hell yeah. The school was in the side of a building with cafeteria packed with instant noodles and giant bottles of sodas. I cannot get any of my pluralization right today. Students wandered the aisles aimlessly, clearly here to spend more time than money. Mai paid the cashier and we grabbed our ice cream cones, mine the one covered in sprinkles. Good call, Hana, good call. Whoa, this is delicious.
Yeah.
Isn't it? We're so lucky to have such good food on campus. It's better with the so. This place would be awful if we didn't. I nodded and was about to respond when I noticed a commotion outside. Oh, let's see what's going on. Mai grabbed my arm and dragged me outside. There, 3 boys wearing normal boots jackets were shouting at each other, each of their faces turning purple. This again? What are you talking about?
Mamma mia!
Mamma mia! I'm clearly the only one that possesses the proper masculine form. Why does he have Hana's voice? Yeah, right, I'm taller than you and more attractive to boot. Come on.
Bro.
Come on, guys, can you not see these muscles? Nick pulled back the sleeve of his jacket and flexed his arm. And these guys always go on about weird stuff like this. They're very energetic. Oh yeah? Josh got in a downward facing dog yoga pose and grinned. Look at his butt! Just look at it! SpongeBob? I don't know. I don't know what his voice should be. What I don't understand is why they don't just ask Jared. Oh yeah? Paul kneeled low to the ground and then took off at a sprint, heading straight for us.
Yeah.
Check this out. He sprang into the air, graceful ballerina's leap, spinning through the sky, and finally came straight for me? When I opened my eyes, I was sprawled flat on the ground, covered in dirt. Something cold and wet oozed into the top of my blouse. Oh my ears. I need to lower this just a tad. Just a tad. Let's do that again just to make sure. Yeah, okay. We're okay now. That's fine. Hana, are you okay? I sat up. Chunks of ice cream fell from my blouse to my skirt. Why? I always like end up like this. What happened? You ran into someone, you idiot. My uniform. It's ruined. For a few seconds of silence, then snickers rippled around me like whining of cicadas. My throat closed up, water stinging my eyes. Not this, not again. I stood up, prepared to walk away with dignity, when the entirety of the Normal Boots Club suddenly appeared in front of my face.
What's up?
What happened here? Seriously? Oh, that was not John. Seriously? Tears slid down my face. No, not here. I didn't want to cry in front of them.
Hey.
Hana, are you alright? I'm going home.
Hana.
I'm going home. There we go, a little bit higher. Wait, Hana. It's fine, I just want to be alone for now. It took all my will not to run back to the dorm. Do it, Hana, run! You deserve it! I immediately changed my pajamas and climbed into my bed, searching for my stuffed rabbit. What am I gonna do if this all just ends up like last time? Mr. Bunny stared at me with big, lifeless eyes. I squished him to my chest, losing myself in his soft fur. The door opened with a soft click.
Hana.
Hana, are you okay? I rolled over in bed to face the wall, pretending to be asleep. Mai stood in the center of the room for a while, looking at me. Finally, she sat down at her desk and began to work on something. The sound of her pencil scratching against the paper stilled my mind. I don't know how many hours passed, but eventually I fell asleep. Knowing Mai, probably about a quarter of an hour passed, because how often does she actually do homework, really? I mean, come on. It's Mai. Come on. I woke up to my alarm beeping, feeling only dread of the hours to come. After the nightmare that was the ice cream incident yesterday, I never wanted to take another step out of my room. Okay, we're taking a break here. We've ended the day. We did that entire day. Almost, except for the John stuff. But we did class, we met Shane, we kind of met PBG, but not really, a little bit. And kind of had an accident. We're gonna see how that plays out though. Maybe everyone's okay with it, maybe they feel bad, maybe they're just gonna laugh at me again. Who knows? Stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll check you guys in the next video.